Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. So the global server is going to get all of the Dura Trials floors unlocked tomorrow at reset. And so in this video we're going to talk about using my viewers account from the VN server. What are the optimal heroes to be focusing your charms on for this first week of basically progress, because the VN server is 1 week ahead of us, and I'm going to talk through them and talk about all the optimal basically heroes that you want to target in the first week. Rather than doing an entire tier list, I think this is better because it can help you focus on this first week one, and then after this we can talk about like an actual tier list later down the line. So right now Shemira is going to be the #1 hero. If you don't already have her charms, you want to get them, and butcher charms are going to be the best ones for her, as you see over here. But after Shemira, I think Ludovic should be the second hero that you try to get charms for. Insight charms are going to boost his damage and is going to increase your score in Dream Realm for quite a high amount in multiple Dream Realm bosses. So these insight charms are really important. For example, today in Sigmund boss, if I would have had insight charms onto Ludovic, I could have gone maybe like 10 or 15 billion damage higher. Moving on, Valara also is going to be very important to get her charms, and the most important is going to be these blast charms because they give her attack power. And they also give her ultimate power. The ultimate power is not as important for her, but the attack is going to increase her starting attack. That is going to increase the amount of stat steal that she can do to the enemy bosses. And that is going to increase your overall attack buff value that she provides to your own allies. So she would probably be my #3 priority. Other than this, Pandora. Now, Pandora, he has on the sorcery charms because I think he went for them first. But the blast charms are the recommended for Pandora because they give not only ultimate power, but also attack. Attack is going to increase her damage output by the most, and ultimate power as well. Ultimate power is going to scale really well on her ultimate ability. It is going to increase her HP loss damage that she will deal to the boss each time she casts her ultimate by up to a bonus 20% every 0.5 second for a 5-second duration. So in total, that's 20%, 10 ticks of that over that 5-second duration, so 200% in total. So that is why getting blast charms will be really important for it, and the attack buff will be important. Now, twins also are going to be very important, and you want to get their sorcery charms. Now, the thing about twins, it's always the awkward thing, unfortunately, for these Dream Realm Endless bosses when we get Mythic Plus charms. Some bosses, sorcery charms and twins are going to be optimal, and you're going to get a big score boost by running them, but there are going to be other bosses where you'll want to break the charm set or even downgrade sometimes to the red charms. However, definitely sorcery charms on twins are going to be important for most of the bosses, and that's why they are going to be a pretty high priority. Apart from this, I definitely think the two that he has gotten, Daimon and Smokey, these are two major priorities. Now, he's went for the sorcery charms onto Daimon, but like I've recommended in the past, I believe the best charms for Daimon are going to be the Mystic charms, because these give him haste and skill power. Skill power is going to increase his attack buff he provides to an ally from his Buddy Berry, his shield, and the haste is going to increase his skill casting frequency, and that can allow him to proc more of his drain health damage. Like, this is a drain health damage skill, Playtime Plunder. Giving him haste is going to allow him to cycle this faster. So that is one option. I definitely think it's better than sorcery charms. They are not the best for Dream Realm, but I definitely think there could be a way that, who knows, Ruthless charms might be good, blast charms could be good, but I'm probably going to go with the Mystic charms because, like I said, it does two things, and one of them being the attack buff value by a pretty big, a bonus 8% for 4 skill power. So that is Daimon. Smokey, you want to give him, like always, either sorcery charms or you want to give him the recovering charms. Anything that will give him skill power will be important because that is just going to increase the attack buff he can provide to his allies. If you take a look at his skill power here, the attack buff he provides to allies in his aroma, in his aura, is going to be increased by up to 4% if you give him the 4 skill power from those charms. That's why that is important. And of course, the other thing is, when you give a hero Mythic Plus charms, not only are they going to get the set effect, they're also going to get their quality bonus, but more importantly, they're going to get more stats. Look at the raw stats you have here. 15.3% attack. If you compare it to Legendary Plus charm, a Legendary Plus charm will give 12% attack. So you do just get that attack bonus by upgrading to Mythic, and that is the other reason to be doing that. So those are really the key Dream Realm heroes if we had to sum it up. However, there are going to be other ones. For example, of course, if you have Baelran or Harak, definitely these are going to be major priorities. So if you have Baelran or Harak build, these are going to be even higher priorities than the other, and I'll have a column on the left with in my mind what are going to be the priority order of all the heroes. So Insight onto Baelran are going to be very important. They increase his damage by a high amount, and he's meta in like 3 to 4 of 8 different Dreamon bosses. So if you have him, definitely get those Insight charms. And for Harak is either Butcher or Balanced. In Necro Draken, we've seen that Butcher charms were the best for Harak. I don't know about the other bosses we're going to face. It could be that Butcher are the overall optimal set. So if you're going to craft right now, I would recommend Butcher first, but you might need Balanced as well. There's sometimes some bosses where Balanced do better, some bosses where Butcher does better. I don't know, but Butcher is doing overall a bit better than Balanced, so I would probably recommend those onto Harak for right now. Phraesto will be important, but you don't need to complete the set. This is the thing about Phraesto, is that he doesn't benefit that much even from a set effect. Like increasing his ultimate and skill power, it hardly increases his damage because his major source of damage is from the Vicious Sting. This is going to be HP per second damage, and this is not going to be affected by skill power. Skill power is going to raise the basically HP percentage, but it will not raise his cap. His cap is always going to be 40% of Phraesto's attack. It cannot exceed that. And so his attack is actually the limiting factor. And so if you just want to increase his attack, you can do that through stats. So you just want to get, of course, all of these upgraded charms, the Mythic Plus, but you don't have to complete any set effect. That is the thing about Phraesto. But Sorcery would be optimal if you wanted to. Kruger, he's even gone for the Kruger charms. I wonder if he focused this or not. And he went for sorcery charms to increase his damage. I do think in the past it has been sorcery pretty decent for Kruger, but I don't know if I would really recommend Kruger as one of those major priorities to focus. And he also has Pheromore, but in the past you have wanted the arcane charms onto Pheromore, so if you're going to focus anything on Pheromore, it would probably be the arcane charms. And he hasn't even gone for the Sinbad charms. That's interesting. But definitely Gale Charms on the Sinbad, and Sinbad is the best for Lucia. So getting the Gale Charms on the Sinbad, those are going to be relatively important as well. Apart from this, we have Sonya, not going to be a major. He has a Shakir, and he's gotten the Shakir Charms. And of course, if you're going to go for Shakir Charms, you need to go for the Mystic ones. You need to get the skill power, because the skill power is going to apply to his Lupine's aura. And actually, Shakir is going to be a major priority because he's meta for Nocturne Judicator, and at least from what I remember, Nocturne Judicator is, one of the Dreamon bosses, and Shakir, with that skill power, is going to increase the amount of attack buff he provides to allies by this 4%. So per ally within his Lupine's aura is going to be, for each 4 skill power, that is going to be 4% bonus attack given to all allies within the aura. And like in the Shakir teams, you're stacking your allies, like, having like 5-6 different allies in his aura, and then 5 or 6 times that 4% bonus you're getting is a big amount then, and it's given to all of your allies within that aura. So Shakir is going to be very important. So like, I think like my view obviously is very optimal in how he's been focusing charms. These are definitely the key charms to be focusing in that first week. Hugin, if you're using him in any team, and then his charm set would be either Blast Charms or the Mystic Charms. Both are good for Hugin and have been good in the past. And I would probably say the Mystic Charms are good if you can keep the hero on his Mechanized Bond tile behind him. Blast Charms are good if the hero is leaving the Mechanized Bond tile, because basically the Mystic Charms are better for buffing up his Mechanized Bond buff value. And where is his Reinier? His Reinier does have the Mythic Charms, but he hasn't focused on getting a set because a set is not important, but getting this upgrade to Mythic is going to be important because they will increase attack by 30%, from 25 to 30%, defense penetration up from 25 to 30, and then also 18% if you do manage your sister defeat. So all of these are going to boost the value. Basically, Reinier is going to buff up the ally behind him, and that of course is important in these top tier teams. So really, that is basically going to be the key charms you want to focus. I will have like a whole list on the side to kind of summarize it and put in an order as well in what I would recommend. And then the other some heroes he has, Tasi, Siren. So Tasi is for AFK stages. I will mention this because blast charms on a Tasi are very strong. They give her ultimate power, they give her attack. That is going to prolong the duration of her crowd control, her sleep, and also increase her damage output by a lot. So of course Tasi are really important because she's using a lot of AFK stages, so getting her blast charm is probably a major priority. But other than that, that is basically it. Those are all the key heroes you'll want to be focusing in that first week to even 10 days, and if you can get all of this done, you're going to be in a really good position. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. That is going to be it for this one. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video. And if you have any other tips about charm priority, feel free to share in the comment section down below. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Firelight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.